I'm back and re-energized. I just finished filming 5 things life has taught me. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will leave the link in the description box below so that you can watch it, and also just leave a comment down below. Leave a comment in that video letting me know what life has taught you. I'm really interested to see like what people come up with. My writing journey, where do I begin? A bit of a backstory. I would say as a child I've always had a very imaginative mind, but I never really thought about writing. I never dreamt that I would someday have an interest in writing or I would ever be a writer. So how did that come about? English was certainly not my best subject in school, but one thing I do remember is I would always pass English just because of my essays. Like whenever they say write an essay on anything, my imagination would come alive. I would put down things as never happened. So that really got me through like school, high school, primary school, high school mostly. That got me through high school. What else? I love to read books, but I'm certainly not a bookworm. I'm more of a movies, stroke series kind of person. I remember like I spent all my teenage years watching movies and series, and I definitely developed an interest in movies and series. And I think when I thought about writing, it was more of wanting to become a script writer, because I had seen so many movies and series that it got to a point where like if I watch the first episode of a show and I'm not looking forward to the next episode, I'm not watching that show, because it's just like an absolute waste of my time. I listen to like people who know me, like I've seen so many amazing shows that I can literally tell when a show is crappy or when the movie is crappy in like the first 30 minutes, and that's just it. So basically about 6 years ago, I thought about like my very first storyline, which I'm currently still working on. And I remember being so excited that I got a whole notebook, wrote down the summary of that storyline. And when I did that, I was able to write down other summaries of other storylines. But then reality hit me quick, because I realized writing a summary to a story is different from breaking down that summary and like putting in content into that story. Like that is a lot of work. So I gave up on the idea of ever writing a story. And then 2018, I discovered the wattpad platform, and I remember being so excited because I don't know, I still just had like, there was just an itchiness in me to just write something, to write my story, like, you know. So discovering the Wattpad platform was just amazing, because, you know, I sat myself down and told myself, hey, this is an opportunity for you to grow. There's no pressure. You do not have to worry about, oh, would somebody buy my script, you know, like, it's just, because this is so new to me and I have zero experience when it comes to script writing or writing in general, you know, Wattpad was just an opportunity for me to just make my mistakes and learn from them, basically. So I remember 2018, I was super excited. So I started my story, which I'm still working on. It's called Girl Troubles, and I put down 4 chapters. But the whole idea of me going on Wattpad, or the whole idea of me ever pursuing writing, is to someday become a script writer. So I went online and I googled like a number of scripts just to find out about the format of script writing. But then when I saw it, I saw that it was just way too technical to put on Wattpad. Like Wattpad is more of a storytelling platform, and people will not really enjoy the technicalities of a script being on there. So I sort of did like a semi-script like format, which is like not so technical, but like not fully like a novel-like story. I think after 4 chapters, I was just really disappointed with what I put out, so I just stopped writing. And so the whole of 2019, I didn't work on my story, I just left it there. So 2020 came around, coronavirus happened, and I was just thinking of what to do with my free time, and I decided, you know what? Revise your story. So that's what I did. Revised the whole storyline, took down the previous chapters, wrote new chapters to sort of like give a backstory. Up to this point, I'm sure you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's pretty easy. No, it's not. Writing is hard, and it also takes like an emotional toll on you. So I just wondered, before I continue, I just really want to say, if you're a writer, please comment down below, like, whenever you write, if that takes an emotional toll on you. Like, I'm just interested to know that. But yeah, like, I remember writing a paragraph in my first chapter, and when I finished, I was just like, wow, this is so sad. It is something I wrote, and I'm just like, this is really sad. So writing does take an emotional toll on you. Well, I would say writing takes an emotional toll on me. Also, the first time in 2018 when I was writing, I was really focusing on my major character. So as a writer, you cannot favor any character. Like, you must give equal attention to each of your characters. You must have many characters, so it takes a lot to sort of build personality, build traits to like different fictional characters in a story. Like, that takes a toll, and by time, most times when I'm done with a chapter, I'm just mentally drained. Mentally drained for days. Another thing that is so bad with writing is when it comes to editing. I dread editing. I dread correcting the work. Like, I dread it because I most often am reading from my head, so the mistake can be so glaring and I still will not see it. But in all, I would say, like, I'm really proud that I am pushing forward. I'm proud on like the progression of my story so far. And if you're interested to read my story, I will leave the link to it in the description box below. It's on Wattpad and it's called Girl Troubles. So I will leave that so you can check it out, and also just let me know what you think about the story. Writing isn't a jolly thing. It's difficult. It's mentally draining. You come out with a migraine. But it's fun. It's fun. I'm really like, I get so happy when I like think of the scene. I'm just like, oh, that is so cool. I'm writing the story and I'm just like amazed by what I'm writing. So yeah. So I really don't want to say much in this video. Obviously, I will think about like structuring the videos more. So if you're interested in my journey as a writer, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you've made it this far in this video, please subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so you're notified when I post a video.